On today's video, it is time to bid farewell to Kingdom 59 and find a new home with new adventures and update you as to what is changing in the channel with this migration. I'm super stoked to get this account back to the reboot and get it to be an active account. And in this video, we're going to go over kind of like what the plan is, where we are, how we decided it, and talk a little bit about the burden that is a content creator in your kingdom, because it is a little bit of a burden. So sit back, drop a like on the video, and let's go. Hey there YouTube, welcome back to Gekko Gaming. Last night at like 20 minutes before server reset, I made the decision and we hopped the jumper account out of Kingdom 59 into Kingdom 541. That is right, the new home of the jumper account as of right now is Kingdom 541. Before we start the video though, I am a sponsored content creator of Rise of Kingdoms. If you enjoy the content, consider dropping a like on the video and subscribe to the channel down below, because a lot is coming up in this channel, including a lot of equipment guides still coming up. We have cavalry equipment done. We're going to do infantry. We're going to do archers. We're going to do accessories. And we have a bunch of other videos that have to do with that, so you know everything you need to know to craft them and get the best bang out of your buck. But let's focus on this account for now. So this account was a jumper account that I created in Kingdom 196 way back in the day. And it was an attempt for a redemption. My first account, I kind of screwed up a couple of things in it, and I, for a while, considered this to be my main account. As a matter of fact, back in the day, I was almost going to abandon the Kingdom 58 account to get a restart with this account at a more optimal level. So a lot of the spending in the early stages actually happened on this account rather than on the big account, although there are still some spendage missing in here to do. The reason this account left Kingdom 59 is because it was always meant to be a second account for us to have more content of more stuff happening in the community and being more involved in general in other kingdoms. And so there was a list of kingdoms that I really considered going into. As a matter of fact, one kingdom that I wanted to go to did not want me there, and I'll explain to you why that is momentarily. And at the end of the day, Kingdom 541 was a kingdom that I thought I was going to way before. I missed this kingdom before Season 2 because of 1 day worth of migration restriction. And realistically, the reason that I didn't want to migrate here early on was because I have a lot of people here who are friends, who are people that I respect, who are supporters of this channel, who are moderators in my channel, members, donators. It's like, and you really... It's a really weird situation, because what ended up happening in Kingdom 196 was that when it fell apart and when things got rough, all the friends and supporters and people who were like, not only people that I enjoyed playing with, but also folks who helped this channel grow and be what it is today, kind of just disappeared, in the sense of it just didn't work out. Apologies for that. I'll fix that in the next video. But I didn't want to reach a situation where I go to a kingdom and things don't work out in 1 KVK, 2 KVKs, people start fighting each other or things like that happen, and all of a sudden I find myself disliking a certain individual who up until this point was not only someone I really liked, but also someone who supports the channel in a very meaningful way. And so it was a tough decision. I eventually decided to come here still, even it was like literally last minute. Matchmaking started 20 minutes after I migrated, and yeah, now we have a new home. What does this mean for the channel though? It means that there's a KVK that is going to start in about, I would assume, like, let's say in a week-ish. And then by that time, our Kingsland on Kingdom 59's account is going to get closer and closer. So the likelihood of us having 2 KVKs happening all the time is fairly real. I am not 100% of a fan of this timing, because Kingsland, the difference in Kingsland is going to be about 2 or 3 weeks, which is not going to be enough for both accounts to be always active. There will be a little bit of downtime for both accounts. So we're going to try to see how we can fix that. But for now, yeah, we're in Kingdom 541, and I'm stoked to be here. Let's go join KS, I believe, as the alliance in here, with Alice as the leader. Oh. KS is open. 10 billion power alliance is open. Okay. I'm assuming they were expecting me. I'm assuming, maybe. I don't know. I didn't know. I've never seen the 10 billion power alliance being open, the King's alliance being open. But hey, apparently it's an open alliance. That's good to know about this kingdom, which is a nice thing if the alliances are all open and people are moving in here quite nicely. We'll see what ends up happening though. Look, see, that's what I'm talking about. That is exactly what I'm talking about. This is why I like this place, and also why I feared coming here, because if the relationship breaks, this is the kind of kingdom Kingdom 541 is. And so, yeah, I'm actually kind of stoked. We'll see how this works out. We're going to grow this account in a fairly meaningful way. We are pretty much ready to go when it comes to all the speed ups and resources we need. Apparently these came with me from the last KVK, from the one I just left. I don't know how that's a thing, but whatever, we'll take it. We have everything we need for a meaningful push. We have the resources available and the speed ups available to really get ourselves to the tier 5 status fairly quickly. And so we're going to see what happens. We're going to see what happens with this account. We have a KVK to fight in. Maybe if I can get it coordinated with the leadership of this kingdom, we might even stream the push, the tier 5 push, do it live on stream so folks can see it happen, can ask questions, can see the process rather than a edited video that makes a couple of hours process a 10-minute video. So we're going to see how we do that. I want to cover one small subject that is a very important one that I really that people didn't really think about, but I knew it was a big deal, and thankfully the kingdoms that I talked to realized that too, as we claim rewards. I mean, heck, we migrated, we might as well claim a little bit of these rewards. Being a content creator in a kingdom brings a burden to a kingdom. A lot of people target content creators. A lot of people have animosity towards content creators. A lot of people are looking for attention by beating down the content creator, which is completely okay. I'm not saying it's a good or a bad thing, but having a content creator in your kingdom is like a beacon of attention, and not every kingdom wants that. When I was in the process of migrating, I talked to a couple of kingdoms, and I wanted to make that point very clear, which is I will be a certain burden for y'all, and do you understand what that means? Do you understand what the consequences of having a content creator in your kingdom is? Do you understand that there are certain situations in which I might be streaming and accidentally click on the chat, which I usually do my best not to do, and I switch to our liverwars scoreboard, but more often than not, what ends up happening is that I occasionally click here by mistake and then a conversation leaks, or I click here and an email opens up, like it randomly opens up on personal and not that. And that can cause issues, right? That happened multiple times in the past, and not due to something that I wanted to do, but due to a mistake. We're all human, we make these mistakes. So I always wanted to make sure that wherever I end up, we're welcome. The people understand that there is a consequence to have a content creator in your kingdom, and are willing to bear it as well. There are good things and there are bad things as being a content creator in a kingdom. I don't know what the plan for this account as of right now is. We're going to focus a little bit more on equipment while I get sorted out in here. And I hope that by the time we're in a meaningful position in this kingdom, in the sense of KVK happening and time to fight and time to figure out what we're doing, I'll already have enough time to prepare this account, to set it up, to get the commanders that we need, to set up the talent trees, to set up the armies, the marches, to get more troops trained, and potentially get ourselves to tier 5s. Getting the troops trained shouldn't be an issue. It's just a matter of when and where to maximize our efficiency so we get some rewards out of it as well. Yeah, with that being said, we left Kingdom 59. A new adventure starts in Kingdom 541. There is a very cool team of kingdoms in here that I don't even know if they know that I was coming here, and that might affect the team dynamics. I hope not, but we're going to get to see 487, 525, 541, and 543 teaming up against Lord knows who it is. Matchmaking still is underway, and I'll keep you all updated about this account. We're going to make new content that's related to this account, and a little bit of also how you play this game after you took a small break and you're coming back into the game, and you coming back into into an account that was there and now is still there, but now it's a little bit behind. We actually spent a good amount in Kingdom 59 exactly doing that, making sure we have our commanders unlocked and we have everything we need unlocked. And the majority of the commanders that I potentially am going to want and need are already available on this account. We might expertise at Tel Takeda and just go nuts, try to be a rally leader. We have plenty of materials available to make equipment. So we can definitely make this account something more meaningful, and that's the plan with it. So stay tuned, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. And of course, we're still going to keep up with a big account in Kingdom 59. That's the main focus right now. Then we'll shift this way, and maybe we will dabble into making a new free-to-play jumper at some point. For now, you see this? That means that I'm at work. So I'm going to head out of here, go back to work. Appreciate every single one of you. Drop the like on the video, subscribe to the channel. Thank you to Kingdom 541 for the warm welcome, and let's kick some butt. I'll see you guys sooner rather than later. Take care and have a good one. Peace.